Alright, so here are the guidelines for finding extrema on a closed interval. So to find an extrema of the continuous function on this closed interval, a to b, notice how the brackets are. These are closed brackets. First of all, what we're going to do is we're going to find the critical numbers that exist within this open interval. So that means that we're finding like any of the critical numbers using the methods that we know so far. We're then going to evaluate f at each critical number, evaluate each f at the endpoint, so critical numbers, endpoints, and one of these has to be the minimum and one of these has to be the maximum, and everything else is in between. So I'm given this function, and first thing I need to do is I need to find the critical numbers. Well, I do that by taking the derivative of f prime of x, so I get 12x to the third minus 12x squared. Now I need to look where f prime of x, sorry, not 0, f prime of x is equal to 0 or f prime of x is equal to undefined. Well, there's not any scenarios where this is going to be undefined, so I'm not even going to look at it. This is a regular polynomial where all reals exist. So basically, at this point, I need to set 0 is equal to my 12x cubed minus 12x squared. At this point, I'm factoring out a 12x squared, which leaves me with x minus 1. So using my zero product property, I'm looking at both of those chunks. So that means that x is equal to 0, and this means that x minus 1 is equal to 0, equal to 0, so x has to equal to 1. So these are my two critical points, or critical numbers, that I have to evaluate. So I need to find f of 0, f of 1, because I have to evaluate where they are, f of negative 2, and f of 3. So I'm going to use my calculator to do this. You can also do this in your head. It shouldn't be too tricky. But 0 is my favorite one because when you plug in 0, you just get 0 on this one. F of 1, you're going to get a negative 1. Negative 2, so it's 3 times negative 2 to the fourth, minus 4 times negative 2 to the third. And I get 80. And then I have to do the same thing, but instead of negative 2, I am going to hit it with 3. And I get 135. So at this point, you should be able to see that negative 1 is my minimum, the smallest value, and 135 is my maximum on this interval. Here's another example here where I have to find the extrema of f of x equals x to the 1/3 plus 3x. And this one is very similar. All we have to do is just go ahead and start taking the derivative. So f prime of x is equal to 1/3 times x to the negative 2/3 plus 3. So basically, I'm still doing the same thing. Is f prime of x going to be equal to 0, or is f prime of x going to be undefined? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to plug 0 in, is equal to 1/3 x to the negative 2/3, which, if I want to rewrite this, I'm going to rewrite this as 1/3 times x to the 2/3 plus 3. So at this point, I subtract 3 to the other side. I get negative 3 is equal to 1/3 x to the 2/3. I'm going to multiply both sides by 3. So I get negative 9 is equal to 1/x to the 2/3. So now I'm going to flip this, and let's go ahead and do it like this, where I give 1/negative 9 is equal to x to the 2/3. So I now need to cube it. So if I cube this side, that's going to cancel out the 3. And 1/negative 9, this becomes 1/, if I do negative 9 cubed, it's negative 729, which is now equal to x squared. And hopefully at this point you're realizing that anything squared does not equal a negative 9, or just a negative number in general. So I get nothing from the undefined. So from when it equals to 0. So nothing. So then I have to go ahead and figure out, okay, well, what if it's undefined? Well, the only way it's going to be undefined is if this denominator here, right here, so I've got my f prime of x is equal to 1 over 3 x to the negative 2/3. Well, now it's a positive 2/3 plus 3. So the only way is if this denominator is undefined. Well, the only way it's undefined is if that equals to 0. So all I have to do is just set that chunk equal to 0. So 3x to the 2/3 equal to 0. Well, x is just going to be 0. So my only critical point occurs at x equals 0. So at this point, I need to go ahead and find the value. So I'm going to plug in f of negative 1. And so let me write that in a different color here. So f of negative 1, I need f of 0, and I need f of 8. So I get negative 4, and for 0 I'm going to get 0, and for 8 I'm going to get 26. So hopefully you're thinking about this, and this is going to be my minimum, and this one's going to be my maximum on this interval.